Luniyakhedi is the village of Pralati Panya, a very famous Kabir singer and Padma Shri awardee. This is a very high civil award in India. Falguni Desai, a lawyer from Mumbai, brought him to visit here. And when he visited here, he saw what we've done here in terms of water conservation and natural regeneration and planting, and he was very impressed. And the idea came that we'll come and do something like this there. There are 600 people in Luniyakhedi, and I feel that over a period of time, because this project will take time, we can create a solution, a long-term and total solution to their water problem. Luniyakhedi is very close to Ujjain in central India, and the climate this time of the year is very hot days and cool nights. In the summer, it's an extremely hot place, one of the warmest in India. The problem of the village is that it has, because of this dryness, it has very little access to water. 8 to 9 months a year, there's very limited access to water, mainly in deep bore wells, or no access at all. Water is not enough for farming for most people that don't have access to a bore well. If they have to bring water from somewhere, it's not from within, hundreds of meters, it's kilometers away, that they have to either walk and bring the water on their head or bring a tanker, which is quite expensive and unaffordable. Providing safe water, at least to the tune of 5 or 6 liters per day per person, which we will do within 1 or 2 years, I think would make a huge change. A lot of villages in rural areas in India are left because of water challenges. So I think Luniyakhedi can be sort of saved from this destiny through this intervention. The idea is basically zero runoff. It's very simple. If there is a slope, we want every drop of water to stay as close to where it falls, and sort of cut the land into segments. In each one of them, the water that falls there would stay. And the hidden part of this is that water that falls here will of course percolate, and it will go into the aquifer. And in the aquifer it can travel somewhere else, but not on top of the land. There's a lot of evaporation when water travels on the land, and all held in the bottom. The distribution is not good, and it causes a lot of erosion as well. Movement of water on dry land causes a lot of erosion. So if we could make Luniyakhedi a sort of zero runoff area, it will be very interesting and helpful for the people. The water of the aquifer can then be harvested in the wells, either open wells or bore wells. On the first day of our work, we have interacted with local leaders and talked with them about what we're going to do, what is our vision, and incorporated their ideas. Right now it's like this. The water is coming like this and going around. Yeah. So we want to make it very much longer. Yeah. Yeah. Here we'll make it very deep. Yeah. So the water can go and join the aquifer. Once we finish this work,
yes,
then we'll move down,
okay,
and make another one, and another one, and another one, and try to catch the water
correct.
as much as we can. And in the end, we hope to install a drinking water system. The best situation here could be if we have a lot of grass on the top of the watershed, on the top of the system, and then by the time the water reaches the filtration system, it has much less chemicals, because the chemicals that are used on the field end up in the cup. So the grass grass acts as a very powerful biological filtration system.
अच्छा, आप खाद डालते हैं और पेस्टिसाइड डालते हैं, उसके जो केमिकल होते हैं उसको निकालने में बहुत सक्षम रहती है, और अपने आप एक फिल्ट्रेशन का
One day this place will be famous for swimming opportunities.
लोग यहाँ तैरने के लिए आएंगे क्योंकि इतना पानी रुकेगा.
सही बात है,
बस 2-3 साल, अभी इतने साल आपने झेला ना, तो 2-3 साल में इसको मतलब आपको दिखाई देगा इसका रिजल्ट. 2-3 it will take 2-3 years for the result to show.
Of course. But then it will be forever. If they keep it well and nobody interferes, then it will last forever.
वो कहते हैं कि आप हिफाजत से रखेंगे तो
फूल बस.
If we do this properly, we'll leave something for future generations, that people will be able to stay in this area if they want to, and not be forced to move out.
वो कहते हैं कि हम ऐसा
बारिश का पानी पहले ऊपर ही आएगा.
Okay.
Good, fine.
Thank you. Okay.
बहुत मिल जाएंगे.
अगरबत्ती लगा.
ये तोड़ना है इस पे. ये तो अच्छे लाओ यार नारियल.
So the team we took from Sadhana Forest to perform the work in Luniyakhedi was comprised of a few long-term volunteers of Sadhana and two very important people. One of them is Balu, who has been with us from the very beginning of our project in Tamil Nadu, in Oroville. He's the technical manager of Sadhana Forest, and Arul, who is a very wonderful JCB operator that worked with us for a few years in Sadhana Forest in Tamil Nadu, and he's very experienced and very effective in a way that he uses the JCB. Some people have a gift of God to operate a machine, and they can really develop this kind of machine consciousness. I was always feeling that Arul could dance, Bharatnatyam with the JCB, because he has so many legs there and so many things he could do, and he can feel the machine very much like his extension of his own body. I think the main expectation is that this would eventually serve as sort of a model for other villages. That would be, I think, the best case scenario. If Luniyakhedi becomes a village that doesn't have a water issue anymore, I think other villages in the area, in central India, in Madhya Pradesh, would want to have this kind of treatment. I think that would be great if we could be involved in larger scale work. Yeah, I think that the difference between Sadhana Forest and many other NGOs, agencies that are doing similar type of work is that we are doing this voluntarily. And I think this gives people the feeling that we genuinely care about their situation. and we really want to bring them water, and together with them. And I think that it's very valuable to do this kind of work as a selfless service, and not just as a paid job.
अभिराम जी आए हैं, 2 शब्द उनके और उसके बाद में फिर आगे की गतिविधि। स्नेही अभिराम जी।
Namaskar. Thank you very much for having me here. Thank you, Kalaji. Thank you, Falguni, and everybody. I'm happy to be here. I'm not a great musician.
ये यहाँ आकर बहुत खुश हैं। ये कह रहे हैं कि ये बड़े संगीतकार तो नहीं हैं, लेकिन
my musical instruments are JCBs and tractors. But I believe and I want to feel that with these instruments I'm also playing Kabir, and I hope that they will hear the music from the musical instruments and through the earth as well.
मगर ये चाहते हैं कि ये उनका विश्वास है कि
पिया की सूरतिया देख मगन भई, हाँ हाँ पिया की सूरतिया देख मगन भई। है मगन भई लाडली मगन भई, पिया की सूरतिया देख मगन भई, हाँ हाँ पिया की सूरतिया देख मगन भई। कुल मारे 5 तत्व गुण तीनों भेड़ा उनका काम नहीं, हिल मारे 5 तत्व गुण तीनों रे भेड़ा उनका काम नहीं। 5 25 सभी से